Thanks to our great sponsors, Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond, Jerry Goebel and State Farm Insurance, Richmond, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, expressroofing.net, Cumberland Valley National Bank in Richmond and Berea, Luxury Pet Services in Richmond, Time Warner Cable, Equipment Sales and Rentals, Madison County Schools, Tatum Enterprises, and Real Life Community Church, myrealchurch.org.
Hey everyone, my name's Alex, and I want you to watch MadisonCountySchoolSports.com.
We want to be sure and thank our fine sponsors, Berea Online, First Gear, WKYT.com, and the Colonel Sports Card Shop. A shout out to another great sponsor, Journey Auto and Boat Sales in Richmond. And welcome to another great sponsor, Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, Chris Hornsby in Highland Park. Thanks to our great sponsors, Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond, Jerry Goebel and State Farm Insurance, Richmond, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, expressroofing.net, Cumberland Valley National Bank in Richmond and Berea, Luxury Pet Services in Richmond, Time Warner Cable, Equipment Sales and Rentals, Madison County Schools, Tatum Enterprises, and Real Life Community Church, myrealchurch.org.
Hey everyone, my name's Alex, and I want you to watch MadisonCountySchoolSports.com.
We want to be sure and thank our fine sponsors, Berea Online, First Gear, WKYT.com, and the Colonel Sports Card Shop. A shout out to another great sponsor, Journey Auto and Boat Sales in Richmond. And welcome to another great sponsor, Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, Chris Hornsby in Highland Park.
Welcome everybody, Madison Central High School. We got a matchup here between a 2-3 Madison Central High School basketball team against a 3-1 Montgomery County. My sidekick, or my, let's say, partner in crime tonight, John Burford. John, last night Central came off a really tough loss against a really good male team, 21st in the state. Had a couple of really good players. They have a 6'7" All-State that's a player that's playing guard last night that could just really were a tough matchup for them. Central was down 6 in the last quarter of that game, came all the way back and gave up a last-second shot 3 to lose that game. So it's a tough loss for them. What we hope to see is them to rebound, get that game out of their mind, and come out strong. What are you hoping to see tonight?
Well, quick turnaround time. Allen Feldhouse, Coach Feldhouse's teams are competitive. They always come out, play hard. He'll have them ready to play. Looking at Montgomery County, They're going against a team that has a lot of size. Central's not as big as Montgomery County.
That's kind of been the story, I think, all year, right?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I know we just saw, we listened today, talked to a couple of the coaches. I know you talked to Alan, I talked to
Rob Hess, who's an assistant coach for them. They moved two of the freshmen up permanently, I think, with Isaiah Cozart and Blake Muntz both moved up, I think. They've both been playing a little bit this year coming off the bench. I think Isaiah's finally officially listed only on the varsity level.
Right.
So look for them to make an impact in this game, I think, as well later on in the evening.
Yeah,
So,
I think what you'll see is Allen will probably spread the floor some and get after it pretty good. You know, they've got to keep Montgomery County from pounding the boards. They've got to keep them from getting the second, third chance opportunities. And if they can do that, they can play with them. But they cannot allow Montgomery County to force the Central has to force the tempo. They have to keep them off the boards, and they cannot turn the ball over and give Montgomery County a lot of extra opportunities. Central
I agree.
They have to convert their opportunities as much as they can.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest keys in this game is going to be that offensive board. They're going to have to be able to keep Montgomery off the glass. I look for a lot of spread the offense. They're going to do a lot of pick and rolls, try to isolate, especially with John Williams. You know, he's their leading scorer. The only problem I see with that is maybe he's also the leading rebounding for Central. So that's kind of an issue to me going forward. That's why I said that offensive board is going to be a real interesting battle here. So we're going to go ahead and tip off. As we get going, I'll give you the starting lineups here. Montgomery's going to control the tip early. So looks like going for Montgomery County tonight. We're going to be listening with, and let me see if I can get these numbers right. I know Art Walker, number 12, Cody Parsley, number 23, Jared Jones, 32, Shelby Combs, and it looks like Caswell Fuller, who I know from the soccer world, is going to be starting on their point guard, 5'8". So looks like for Madison Central, normal lineup, John O. Williams, Tariq Miller, Dakota Begley, Grant Brockman, and Briar Rose going to be starting the center spot at 6'1". He's got his work cut out for him in there. We definitely know that.
Central, the Central's, again, coming out, trying to control, shooting the ball.
Nice spot. Nice spot up there.
Yeah, I think they have to shoot the ball well too tonight. You know, Montgomery County came out in a man-to-man, which I think they're going to do also.
I think that, you know, when we looked at this early, Madison Central got a really they were going through the post there. First three-pointer of the game by Caswell. And there's the offensive glass we talked about. They're going to have to pound those boards and block out. One thing I talked about, Rob, when I was talking about assistant coach, they mentioned that although Briar starts in the 5 spot, he's got a real nice mid-range game. So he called a palming on that on Tariq Miller there. But you know, we see early on it's that offensive glass that's going to kind of bite them. But you know, Central started early in the season and wasn't shooting very well. It seems the last few games they've kind of picked it up. And I'd be interested to see. They're shooting about 38% from the field right now, around 34% from the three-point stripe.
There they go in Montgomery
right
County.
Inside.
They're going inside with the size, and that's a thing that, you know, again, I think Central's in zone. I mean, they're in the man, and they may have to convert to a zone early. Would be something I would expect they'd have to do.
Just to kind of keep that. And we ought to see the freshmen how they do inside once they come in the game too, and the impact on their size. But I think I have to agree. At some point, if you're going to keep them off the boards, you may have to go to the 2-3 just to kind of keep everybody boxed out.
Yeah, and I think Central's seniors are going to have to, Brockman and some of the seniors are going to have to step up and really show leadership and make sure that these guys, you know, lead tonight. You know, playing at home against a bigger team, they're just going to have to really step it up and really, you know, make it happen.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a big question. My question is also fit. I mean, Central can run. You know, that's their goal. They're going to run. I noticed that when we looked at the size of Shelby Combs, who's a big 6'8" right there. He just finished inside again. He's a big 6'8". You know, that's a kid you want to run the floor. You want to make him play all 90 feet of the basketball court and kind of wear him down. It looks like that would be a plan.
I think what Allen's hoping they can do, if they can shoot the ball and get into the press and spread the floor and make it a full course game, maybe they can, you know, with Central's lack of size and their quickness, they can maybe wear down Montgomery County a little bit, and they're going to have to make it a full-length game to.
Now, do you think Central's going to pick up full court on the press? I know last year they did against Montgomery County. It wasn't something that we saw in the pregame today. When I talked to some of the coaches, it wasn't something they listed. First three-pointer of the game. Good offensive rebound there, though.
Exactly. Again,
another good offensive rebound. Good second chances. That's what's going to keep them in the game as far as I can see. They get in there, they get busy. That's a good Tariq Miller in there trying to get in there and make something happen. So I like the way they played. I know John L. got that first offensive rebound too.
Another key, I think, will be free throw shooting. Again, they're going to have to convert all the opportunities that they get. They're going to free throw shooting. Lack of, they need to make sure they take care of the ball, don't turn the ball over. The fundamentals, they're going to. Again, he makes both free throws, which is a big deal. There, keeps them in the ball game.
I think that when I asked about that press, it looks like we did a press, but it's kind of one of that show it kind of. See what you got, make them play, but it's not really something that they're going to really. Maybe later on in the game, you'll see that kind of become a factor. Looks like Montgomery's still trying to look for that inside, but not a lot there right now. Central's doing a good job playing that zone. Another three-pointer.
Well, we know they play hard. All of Coach Feldhouse's teams play extremely, extremely hard. And that's their trademark.
Another offensive rebound.
Great offensive rebound by Brockman, and he's right. He had his position, held his position, and got to the ball. Laid it back
a lot
in.
of contact with no call on that.
Might have been may have been a charge there.
I was going to say there was a lot of contact on that call with no call, but we'll take it. I tell you what. So it's about what we expected early on. 8-8 game. A little isolation for. John Williams, nothing there, missed on that shot. You're looking for Central to get into a rhythm early if they, hopefully in the season. I guess it seems like Montgomery County right now is content to play on the outside. I think with the size advantage they had, I would have expected them to go more to the paint, but they seem to be fine playing on the outside. That's what the 4 3-point shot I've seen, and they're 0 for 4 right now from out there.
Nice block out by John Williams. There again, he had the block out, put the body on him.
Right there. Both teams, neither one has hit a three-point shot as so far. We got 0 for 4 for Montgomery County and 0 for 3 from Madison Central. So a little cold. And we got to call blocking call right there.
And again, they're pounding the ball inside, trying to get the short shot there, get the layup. Of course, with their size, I would expect them to probably do that more often.
I expected that the whole game. I'm going to be honest with you. I thought that would be their whole game plan. Post up inside, use the big kids with their advantage. I mean, they got a height advantage. It seems like that would be something that you'd want to do. But like I said, so far, they're content to try to play the outside right now.
Yeah, I guess I would be a little bit confused on why with the size advantage, why they would be standing out there shooting three-pointers.
And you got your 6'8" kid playing on 8-point line. Nice turnaround shot.
He's
Jared Jones.
Jared Jones. He's kind of taken over a little bit there.
He's the only junior in the starting lineup for Montgomery County too, and he seems to be taking over the game. Good big kid too. Big kid. He's 6'4".
Very athletic. Very athletic.
He walked. Coda Begley. Moved without the ball there a little earlier than you wanted to go. I think he had a good thing in mind, but
there again, I think they got to limit the turnovers. They got to convert as much as they can, and then they need to make sure that when the shots don't go in, that they get on the glass. So.
And drive that back into the bed. Yeah. You got the size advantage. You got to take advantage of the last 2 times down the floor. It's exactly what we thought was going to happen on the inside, and that's something that they're going to have to deal with. It looks like so.
Terry, they need the help on the backside. That's 2 trips in a row that they've come from the backside and got a fairly easy.
Nobody's rotating over on that defensive side to pick that up.
Got a very easy shot on the backside, so they got to rotate back and watch the backside of the. When they make the back cut there.
Yeah, the pick's out top. We know that, and then they just drive into the hole, but nobody on the defensive side's rotating over, so they're going to have to figure that out. It's a nice mid-ranger again by Briar Rose. That was a nice play. We see him early on, even though he's got a little bit of a size disadvantage, he seems to be playing hard. I like his style on that. Nice play by him. 2 mid-range shots. It's a nice touch he has. Same shot there, drive to the hole. Nobody picks up the extra ball, so. They're going to have to figure that out. That's 2 in a row. Looks like Allen's going to take a Coach Feldhaus is going to take a break on that and figure that out. So we got early advantage for Montgomery County, 14-10, and we'll be back in just a minute. Madison.
Thanks to our great sponsors, Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond, Jerry Goebel and State Farm Insurance, Richmond, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, expressroofing.net, Cumberland Valley National Bank in Richmond and Berea, Luxury Pet Services in Richmond, Time Warner Cable, Equipment Sales and Rentals, Madison County Schools, Tatum Enterprises, and Real Life Community Church, myrealchurch.org.
Hey everyone, my name's Alex, and I want you to watch MadisonCountySchoolSports.com.
We want to be sure and thank our fine sponsors, Berea Online, First Gear, WKYT.com, and the Colonel Sports Card Shop. A shout out to another great sponsor, Journey Auto and Boat Sales in Richmond. And welcome to another great sponsor, Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, Chris Hornsby in Highland Park.
Welcome back. Madison Central High School early lead for Montgomery County, 14-10. We've seen a little bit of what we thought early on. I think Montgomery County was content to stay outside. They kind of changed their game plan to what we thought they were going to do. They're going to work the interior. Most recently, it looks like Jared Jones, the junior from Montgomery County, is kind of taking his way inside. So Coach Feldhaus called a timeout. Got a little bit of a sub on the floor here.
I think he's eavesdropping on our conversation. He saw that third back cut there and decided he probably needed to let them know they need to watch that and make sure they stayed with their man on the backside because he didn't like that getting that layup.
He brought Seth Richardson in, and I know that when I looked at the rosters earlier, he's an outside shooter. They like him on the defensive side, but he has a good touch outside.
He's a senior, I think, hard-nosed kid, plays really hard.
Nice play.
Yeah, nice. That was a nice offensive possession there where they moved the ball, rotated it around.
Patience. And, I think if you're Madison Central, you can afford to be patient right now. There's no reason to press this. Play your half-court game, get what you need, work your picks, work your pick and rolls, and look for your open opportunity. I think John Williams had a great opportunity, walked on that.
Turnover there, Montgomery County. So that's, again, Central, with 51.9 seconds left in the first quarter. Central, converted here. They get the turnover from Montgomery County. They're down 2. It's going to be a nice situation here where they can be patient here, come down, rotate the ball around. They're in a position to tie the game up here right here at the end of the quarter or go ahead by a point maybe.
Oh.
Montgomery County's out on the break. There they go again with the outside shot.
First three-pointer I've seen in the game.
They must know they have the ability to hit that three-point shot because they're launching a lot of them here in the first quarter.
Really content to play that, and I don't know. That's just.
I don't know if they're trying to open up the middle. Maybe they're trying to think if they pull Central out that the middle is going to open up even more. They scramble for the ball. Yeah.
It's going to be Montgomery County ball. We looked at that when they went and took a little 4-point lead. They gave up 2 backdoors on that, and Coach Feldhaus called a timeout, and then they hit a shot from the outside. So I still look for them to go back to their bread and butter. He took a long shot again. Oh, they count that or not?
Yeah, looks like it was good. Right at the buzzer, they hit they take a 3, miss it. Central doesn't box out, and when they don't box out, they get the ball and throw it up and score a 2. So it's 19-12 right at the end of the first quarter.
So we'll be back in just a few minutes with Madison County Sports Television.
Thanks to our great sponsors, Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond, Jerry Goebel and State Farm Insurance, Richmond, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, expressroofing.net, Cumberland Valley National Bank in Richmond and Berea, Luxury Pet Services in Richmond, Time Warner Cable, Equipment Sales and Rentals, Madison County Schools, Tatum Enterprises, and Real Life Community Church, myrealchurch.org.
Hey everyone, my name's Alex, and I want you to watch MadisonCountySchoolSports.com.
We want to be sure and thank our fine sponsors, Berea Online, First Gear, WKYT.com, and the Colonel Sports Card Shop. A shout out to another great sponsor, Journey Auto and Boat Sales in Richmond. And welcome to another great sponsor, Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, Chris Hornsby in Highland Park.
Welcome everybody back. Madison Central High School got a 19-12 Montgomery County lead. John, early on, we thought we'd see something with interior, but what did you see in the first quarter? I think that you thought that was some opportunities.
Well, I think a lot of things that we talked about came true. You know, they early on Central did a good job on getting on the boards, but as the quarter went on, as we have a turnover there right off the bat, 5 seconds into the second quarter, Central turns the ball over. Again, we talked about that. They got to take care of the ball, but as the quarter went on, they gave up a lot of back doors. They for easy shots. A lot of the things we worried about that would happen, and they're down 7 points because of that. And that is Montgomery County's now heating up from the outside. They hit another three. As they're up now 22-12. I guess their strategy is to hit the three, even though they got the inside advantage. But I guess the bottom line is Central's rebounding. They gave up some rebounds for second chance points, and the one at the end of the first quarter really, I think, hurt them. It hurt a lot. So maybe they can turn it around here, get settled down. They just need to get settled down.
So you're up. So we got a double-digit lead. We're up 11 points by Montgomery. All of it fueled actually by the three-point shot in the perimeter. We thought the paint would be a big issue. I think that with the luxury of a nice shot, again, another mid-range shot by Briar Rose. But, Montgomery's heating now. We got Central right now 0 for 5 from the three-point stripe, and we got Montgomery County right now 3 for 8 from the three-point mark. So it's going to be interesting to see if they can now. Does Central move out? Do you think we start play more perimeter and give that middle up a little bit more?
Well, I think Central, they have to stay. They just got to cut off the back doors and they got to stay out on them on the perimeter.
Good board.
They can't give up the easy shots. They just got to get after them defensively. And they've got to convert on the offensive end. They're just not seeming to get converting.
It's 3 walking violations I've seen so far.
And they've turned the ball over. Again, the turnovers are hurting them.
Got to make good decisions in the midcourt. You got to be patient in what you're trying to do. It looks like coming into the game right now, Isaiah Cozart, number 50 here. We're going to bring a little size to the middle, which may let them hopefully get some more perimeter defense right now. If he can, he's going to be playing matching up. And I think he matches up well on the size-wise on Montgomery County. I think we're looking at more athleticism. Got to break that back door off. You got to help. No help defense on that side. We've seen it go to that right side about 4 times now, and nobody's helping on that defensive side when they get breakdown on that the exterior.
And I think Montgomery County's their senior leadership, their athleticism. I just think you can see that they've played together. They're
nice offensive rebound.
Yeah, nice backside rebound by Grant Brockman. Grant, that's 2 really nice second chance points that Grant's got. He's done a good job on that. That's senior. That's a senior for you. He's there on the backside. He knows where to go, and you're seeing that on Montgomery County's end. They've got some upperclassmen that are
nice block.
They know that where they need to be.
Nice block. Cozart came in. They played it to the middle. They gave him to him, and he sent it right back to him. That was a nice block on his part. That was really off target on that shot. Oh, little showtime there by Jared. It didn't quite come to where he wanted it to be, but that one set up pretty. He was an above-the-rim player on that play. You can see the athletic ability on that junior right there. He's a heck of a talent right there. But one of their top leading scorers, actually second leading scorer on their team right now.
Central's only down 27-18.
Yeah, 9-point lead, nothing big.
With 4:50, don't count Coach Feldhouse out. And I think he will make some adjustments. I think for Central they need to really.
First 3-pointer of the game.
Yeah, there's your senior Grant Brockman. He's stepping up. He's got 2 putbacks on a second chance point. He's got 2 of those. He hits the jump shot there. Now they're down 6 points. So
now you're within 6. You play defense on your half of the court.
Sure.
Try to stay patient. Don't give anything up on the inside. There you go. And I tell you what, Montgomery County got a little hot from the outside, but if I'm Coach Feldhouse, I got to be content to say you're going to beat me from the outside.
I agree. And I think that, for as well as Montgomery County has shot the ball here in this stretch, and for the size they have and with some easy baskets we've given up, if they can maintain this next 3 minutes and 50 seconds, keep it close, give him a chance to get in, get his team settled down, and they're the turnover. We have a turnover again, and we got a limit. Central's got to limit the turnovers. But again, on the defensive glass, which is a great thing. Here comes Grant Brockman, the senior, and I can't say it enough. I mean, you got Montgomery County's got 4 seniors, I think, that started. You got Grant Brockman here, a senior, that's just taken over for Central. He's stepped up, doing a great job. I mean,
when I talked to the coaching staff earlier today, one of the things they did tell me was the best thing about Grant was the best shooter they had on the team.
Yeah,
and they're going to need his leadership throughout this season.
Montgomery County is shooting the lights out of it right now.
Yeah, right now they're pretty much on fire.
If they calm down a little bit and cool off, Central maybe can get back in this thing. It's just under 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Again, Central taking it inside, and then they're pushing it back out to the perimeter for the 3.
There you go.
And great inside, outside movement of the ball, and that's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to move the ball, take it to the middle, and then fan it back out to the perimeter. And if they can knock the shots down, they're just down 6 points. Montgomery,
a lot of movement in there. I thought eventually he'd get a traveling call, and then he's doing a lot of pivoting. I don't know if he kept that foot down or not, but either way, we're going to have our first call on Cozarts. I thought he played that defensively pretty good, but looks like they're going to get the foul on that. He's going to be on the line for 2. But, I think you made the point. They're still in the game. Right now we're looking at a 6-point game here. I think in the last few minutes, Montgomery County went 4 for 4 from 3. Well, they're hitting 50% for the game right now.
Well, I'm not sitting here advocating that Central shouldn't be in the game. I guess what I'm saying is with their size advantage and the way they've shot the ball, Coach Feldhouse has to be elated that they're in the position they're in.
I agree.
And he will make adjustments, and I'm sure he will get their attention on a couple small things that can make a huge difference in the second half. So, and Central's playing very hard. I mean, you got to look in Montgomery County's playing. Both teams they're battling hard. It's an entertaining game to watch. I mean, they're shooting the ball well. I think it's interesting the way that both teams are sticking to the man-to-man defense. As far as I can remember, I haven't seen any zone at all this first half.
No, I have not. I'm going to tell you what, which we thought maybe going to be a foul there on Brockman. I like the effort. Coming in.
Yeah, he's playing hard, though. He's going for the ball. Again, he was on the backside going for the rebound. And, that's, again, there he is again. Where's everybody else at? I mean, he's the only guy that is going after the ball on the rebound on the backside, coming off on the rebound. Yeah. So.
Well, they finally missed one.
Yeah.
We were wondering for a while there if that was going to happen. Nice play inside. I thought he had Breyer inside too early, but what'd they call that on? Well, they got looks like
Art Walker.
Art Walker going in for the
Walker for a foul on the rebound.
Is that on Breyer?
I'm not sure. Not sure who got the rebound there that he fouled.
All right, so we can
not in the bonus Central yet. So not being in the bonus, we don't have free throws. Again, with 1 minute and 35 seconds to go, Central.
Play your game.
yeah, we're Central and Montgomery County both. There several turnovers, playing hard. It's early in the year. Nice play on Central's part there.
Nice little give and go there. Made the pick, did a nice pick and roll, turned around. Nobody picked him up on the offensive on the interior, and he had a wide open shot to the basket. You got to like that. I didn't see that, but
Jared Jones, I tell you, he is very strong, very athletic.
He's an athlete, isn't he?
He is an athlete. Central's struggling with him a little bit. He's early on, he really hurt Central early.
Yeah, I noticed that they ended up pulling Shelby Combs, and they got Jared now in the 5 spot, and he's been a lot to deal with inside for them with the athleticism and the movement. He moves without the ball well, and he's going to be a challenge. And I think he's an up and coming for Montgomery County. He's the only junior they have on the starting lineup. So
Central really doesn't have anybody to answer to him. He's got size, he's athletic, and so it's a tough matchup for them, especially on their defensive end. Hopefully they can stay. They've cooled off a little bit.
And we kind of knew that was coming. I mean, that was one of the things. You got to play your game and continue to be patient because they're not going to continue at that rate. That went in.
Yeah.
And Breyer's having a game. I tell you what, I like what he's bringing to the table this tonight. He's not been one of the big scorers for this team, but I think he's got 12 points now.
Yeah.
And I like it. And it was pointed out earlier. He's got a great mid-range game, and he's playing to his strengths right now.
Looks like Montgomery County's holding for the last shot here of the half with 15 seconds to go.
And you got to like the fact that Central's only down 4 right now.
Yeah.
And they weathered the storm of the outside game. They can hold here on defense. You only go in down 4. And I say that, and I give up a layup on the backside, which we've seen.
Yeah. Well, I think all in all, though, Central, I don't think you're ever happy down 6, but I think Montgomery played very well. Montgomery County did, and Central's got several things I think they can talk about at the half, and I think both coaches have several things they can make adjustments on. I look forward to seeing how they come out, what adjustments they make, and see what they implement here as they start out the second half. But 36-30 after the first half, Montgomery County shooting the way they did. Central played extremely hard, had several turnovers, but I guess at the end when they really needed to, they took care of the ball at that point. So I think you got to look at it from Montgomery County side. They played very well on the road the first half, played hard, shot the ball well. Central down 6 with what way Montgomery County played coming into their gym. Although I'm sure they don't want to be down 6, they got to be happy where they're at. They both go in, make some adjustments. We'll come back and hopefully have another entertaining half here in the second half and see what happens.
I agree. I think one thing that I saw early on was they were a little struggling on the offensive boards. I think they cleaned that up maybe through that first time out, and they did pretty well with that. So I look for more adjustments. We'll see what happens. They're going to pick up that weak side layup side because they keep getting broke down on that right. But we'll see. I'll be back in a few with Madison County Sports Television.
All right, Coach, because of the size advantage inside the Montgomery Center, you had all surprised because they took so many outside threes.
No, there's always size advantage for the other team with our team because we're so small. They just shot it really well.
Yeah.
And they got some things that their wing players are 6'2" and 6'3", where ours are 5'10", 5'11". We just got to challenge shots and really hard out. Getting home last night at midnight, playing a tough game on the road. I didn't think we had quite the energy we had the last couple of games. Hopefully we can find something, dig down deep and find something in the second. The offense, we shot 48%, especially in the second quarter. We just got to make a few more stops.
What adjustments are you going to make to their forward, Jared Jones?
John, that's a pretty good matchup. That's 2 pretty good athletes.
Yeah.
Doing someone fouling when he's taking a tough shot down on the baseline. If he hits that shot, he hits it. We'll make sure we have a hand.
You got to be happy with all the rebounds brought in.
Grant's been aggressive. He's got a lot of confidence right now. We need it. He's scoring.
All right. Good luck, Coach.
Thanks to our great sponsors, Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond, Jerry Goebel and State Farm Insurance, Richmond, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, expressroofing.net, Cumberland Valley National Bank in Richmond and Berea, Luxury Pet Services in Richmond, Time Warner Cable, Equipment Sales and Rentals, Madison County Schools, Tatum Enterprises, and Real Life Community Church, myrealchurch.org.
Hey everyone, my name's Alex, and I want you to watch MadisonCountySchoolSports.com.
We want to be sure and thank our fine sponsors, Berea Online, First Gear, WKYT.com, and the Colonel Sports Card Shop. A shout out to another great sponsor, Journey Auto and Boat Sales in Richmond. And welcome to another great sponsor, Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, Chris Hornsby in Highland Park.
Welcome back, Madison Central High School. Montgomery County up 6 early, and beginning of the second half. We'll go over the stats here when we get a break. John, what did you see there in the first half?
Well, I think Central's got to get on the defensive boards. I think they got to guard the three-point line a little bit better. I think they got to limit their turnovers. I think Montgomery County's got to continue to shoot the ball well. They got to take advantage of their size, and I think Montgomery County's got to force Central to turn the ball over. I think whoever executes those three things the best probably has the greatest opportunity to come out on top tonight.
I agree. Looks like early on hit a first three-pointer to start the game off with, so that's not what we needed if you're Madison Central right now. Can't give him that shot. They're going to have to step out and get it a little more up in his jersey if they're going to.
Well, they're going to have to guard that three-point line because they're definitely that is their game plan to shoot the three-point shot, and if they don't get out on that three-point line, it's going to be a long second half for Central.
Nice.
They answer back. So
and you saw Madison Central early on in the first half. We shot 22%. And we talked earlier when we came on. We talked to Coach Feldhouse, and his goal for any team coming in this gym, he wants to keep them under 40%. The first half, what we saw was Montgomery County shooting 55% from the field, and we saw 40% just from 3 points. So they're going to have to tighten up that defense. When I see the outside shot, they're not even coming off screens. It's like Central's just kind of guarding them out front, and they're just letting them kind of have that space and take that shot. They're going to have to get up in that jersey a little bit if they're going to give that up. So
well, I'm sure that made for some interesting conversation.
I bet that was
some
fun conversation.
And Coach Feldhouse is not going to be happy with the team shooting 55% in his gym.
Right, I agree with that. That's going to be something they're going to have to make a serious adjustment on.
And they can that's effort. They've got to get out and play hard. And I'm not saying they're not playing hard, but they're going to have to really lay it on the line here as they fire up another three. That's Montgomery County's. That's what they're coming in here to do. They're going to fire that three. They're going to live and die with that three-point shot. It looks like.
One of the things that I saw, nice again, Grant Brockman Sr.
and
the one coming back, and it's offensive. We talked about that early on about clearing that offensive glass. One of the things I saw in the first half, Madison Central had 9 offensive rebounds. Montgomery County had 8.
How many did Brockman have? I can tell you 2 or 3 he had for putbacks, just like that. Again, what a great game he's having on the offensive board.
That was his 3rd offensive rebound
for a putback.
And he had 5 rebounds in the first half. So he's the kid that's kind of carrying this team right now on his shoulders as a senior, which is exactly what you expect from him. Long board off there on three-pointer or on the free throw, but Madison Central's down 2 right now. Still, just being patient and playing their game. That's the smartest thing you can do. And that's I'm telling you right now, that's the game you want them to play. Take the three-pointer. You got a kid that's 6'5" who can match you up in the paint, and you want to sit him outside and let him take the shot. That to me it's a smart deal.
I think if they play that game before the game's over, I think Coach Feldhouse will come out on top.
I agree.
I just don't see where that's their advantage with their height that they have and their size that they have on Central. I don't know how they would be standing.
That's their advantage right there.
That's right. To me, that's where they should be going with the ball. And if they stand outside and shoot three-point shots and don't convert before the day's over, for the night's over, Coach Feldhouse will make them pay for not taking the ball inside with their size.
It looks like he's sticking to his game plan. I think early on we saw Briar score inside. We have a couple of three-pointers by Tariq Miller, but, It looks like his game plan staying intact. They're going to have to shore up the defensive end on the exterior, which is exciting. They've done that on the 3-point. So, right now it looks like Montgomery County is kind of their question.
Yeah.
But they brought Shelby Combs back in to play center right now.
Yeah.
They're playing power forward with
the Jones
Jared.
kid. The Jones kid hits 2 free throws, steps up and hits them. What a nice athlete he is. He's a very nice basketball player.
Way to continue to fight with Breyer on that.
Yeah.
Kept it alive. Did not allow the tie up on that, and got it over real quick. I like the effort on that. That's what kept that ball alive. So
that's what Central's going to have to do not only tonight, but that's what they're going to have to do all year. They're going to have to out-scrap, out-hustle. They're going to have to play hard. They're going to have to get after people. And I'm not saying that they didn't get after them in the first half, but I think there's times that they had a little bit of a lapse that they didn't that I don't know that they would have relaxed a little bit, but they kind of had some letdowns at times.
Kind of content.
Yes.
Yeah, and right now this game can go either way. You're only down 2 with 4:33 to go in the third, so just play your defense. And if I'm, it's a 3-pointer, I give it up. But I mean, realistically, if you're going to 6'8" kid sitting outside, that's kind of what you got.
You got a 6'8", you got a 6'8" center that's standing at the top of the key. And knocks down a 3, that makes it for a tough evening. So,
and Grant got it. Another offensive push, almost put back, and looks like cleared out finally by Montgomery County. So
we're getting a lot of one shot and done. We're not getting
no offensive
right rebounds. Montgomery County's taking care of the defensive board, which again will make it difficult in the long term for Central tonight. Again, there you go.
See Jared Jones again.
Jared Jones inside.
And that's his game.
Yes.
He comes down, takes a 3-pointer the next 2 times down the floor. He drives, gets a foul, hits 2 free throws, and he comes inside and makes a nice turnaround. That's his game. He needs to stay with that game if he's going to continue to be successful in any game, I think. He's got the advantage athletically. Nice scoop shot there by John Williams, who was really not a big factor in the first half. We saw he had, 4 points in the first half?
Right.
Leading scorer, leading rebounder. And that was something that I think they need to get him in the game a little bit. They need to get him involved because leading rebounder has 2 rebounds and 4 points. So it's going to be something we're going to have to see how Madison Central includes him in the playmakers that have to have the ball at some point.
Here they go back into Jones again. This time he misses a shot. So, nice hustle, nice rebound by Brockman. I hope he's okay down there. Looks like he's maybe twisting an ankle
looks like he's limping a little bit.
Like he's.
Hopefully we can walk it off.
Yeah, walk it off. Get it. There he goes. He's in good shape.
All right.
He has had one great ball game tonight. He's really played hard. He's shown a lot of senior leadership. He's kept Central,
I think, within distance in this game.
Well,
really has.
And
as far
some crucial times in the ball game, he's come up huge with big rebounds, big putbacks. He's hit a couple big shots.
Another 3-pointer by Grant Brockman right there.
Again,
as we speak of his name, he knocks down a 3-pointer. Kradoff coming off a rebound and a foul, gets a 3-pointer. So like to see his effort on that side. So.
And Coach Feldhouse probably has reached out to him, not only before the game, but probably at the half, and told him he's going to have to step up. And there they go again. Montgomery County knocking down the 3 again. Central has got to get out on the 3-point line and stop that 3-point shot. And if they can get out on the 3-point line and put a hand in their face and get on the boards, they can stay. They can take this thing back. They're only down 5 points. They're playing hard. There they go, another 3-pointer.
Missed that
they
one.
missed it. There's
your Jared
Jones again.
Inside.
The rebound and the putback. Great. What a nice basketball player he is. He's
I think he excels better in that 5 spot for them.
I
know
agree.
that Combs is the kid with 6'8", and you see what he has. But when he's playing on the post, I think he's a bigger threat. He's more athletic. He's harder to deal with.
There's Grant Brockman again, hitting it, knocking down the 3. Senior leadership again. He's showing a lot of senior leadership.
Really keeping Central around.
Yeah,
in this
he's
game.
keeping Central in the game. They've got to get a stop here, though. They have to. Good, nice defensive block. They They need to convert on this play. They got the
and
stop.
look for your senior. He's going to
There
take
he
another
is, another
three-pointer.
three.
That was a little bit deep, I think.
Nice
play by
defensive
Wall.
nice offensive
board. I thought he wasn't getting rewarded on it. And here comes the playmaker.
Yep.
Yeah. He's kind of taken over this game for Montgomery County.
There he is, number 32, Jared
He's
Jones.
taken over, and he's much better in the spot they got him in on the floor now.
Yeah, he's very comfortable in the 5 position.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly where he should be for this team. And we saw him take over as soon as they moved it to that 5 spot earlier in the first half, and now that he's there, he's really just kind of taken over.
Yeah,
so.
But again, Central is down 6 with 37.2 in the third quarter. Montgomery County shooting the ball well. The Jones
got a break
kid
here. Let's put Jones on the bench here. Maybe we got a little break. Take advantage of this opportunity.
That's his 4th foul.
Is it? That's huge.
They picked up his 4th, so
that's a big play.
That is huge.
Got to get down the court on that. Got to get down the court.
They just weren't back on defense. They gave up the easy basket.
Never recovered on that.
Central cannot give up the easy baskets. It's so hard for them to convert and score. They cannot be giving up the easy basket to Montgomery County. As they close out this quarter, they take the 3. Hopefully,
So there we go.
Well, it's 55-47 Montgomery County at the end of the third quarter. A big foul there at the end of the quarter, though.
See how that plays out in the fourth quarter. I mean, they're going to have to keep him in the game, and they're going to have to move him in. So we'll see how that one plays out. We'll be back, Madison County Sports Television.
Thanks to our great sponsors, Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond, Jerry Goebel and State Farm Insurance, Richmond, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, expressroofing.net, Cumberland Valley National Bank in Richmond and Berea, Luxury Pet Services in Richmond, Time Warner Cable, Equipment Sales and Rentals, Madison County Schools, Tatum Enterprises, and Real Life Community Church, myrealchurch.org.
Hey everyone, my name's Alex, and I want you to watch MadisonCountySchoolSports.com.
We want to be sure and thank our fine sponsors, Berea Online, First Gear, WKYT.com, and the Colonel Sports Card Shop. A shout out to another great sponsor, Journey Auto and Boat Sales in Richmond. And welcome to another great sponsor, Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, Chris Hornsby in Highland Park.
Welcome back, everybody. Madison Central. Last quarter, here we go. We got 55-47. Montgomery County's up. Really, really surprised so far. Montgomery County's taken 18 three-pointers in this game. Hit quite a few of them, actually. I got 8 of them that they've hit out of the 17 or 18 they've taken. So they're shooting well over the 40% mark.
I stand corrected on the 4 fouls.
On the 4 fouls, yeah. All right. Yeah, we thought that was he had 4, which was a big critical part, but we noticed that Jared Jones is back in the game, and they kind of gone back to their starting lineups. That's a foul on Jared Jones, though, and 1.
Again, I think tempo is going to be important here. For Montgomery County, they either hit the 3-point shot or they push it inside and convert on the inside game.
They've got a nice balance so far that I've seen. I think what opens up their ability to take the outside is the fact that they've got some players inside that can beat you. I know that Combs has not really asserted himself inside, which is surprising to me. But, with Jared Jones asserting himself, it opens up the 3-point opportunity for them. You really have to respect the fact that they got the size inside. And then what I say, that's what I think Jared, right, that he has not established himself in that 5 spot. I've seen 3 blocks on him. So, that's something that Montgomery County has to really look for. Breyer on the mid-range shot, and he just missed everything. $7:20 to go in the game. Montgomery County holding on to a 5-point lead right now. We've seen Madison Central kind of hanging around the whole game. Really hasn't had the opportunity, got to walk. And that's what I said. Combs is not the 5 spot for them. I mean, got the size inside, but he doesn't move well with the ball. He doesn't rotate well with the ball.
Well, he had the, if he'd gone to the other side, he could have laid it in, but he can't. He did not go to the back side there. So
yeah.
Central has got to convert on these plays down. Nice three-point shot. We got a 2-point ball game here with 6 minutes and 51
Central's been able to hang around this game and just kind of hang around. So
if I'm Montgomery County, as well as I've shot the ball, to shoot 55% in the first half, to have the size advantage I've got, to play like I've played.
No, we got a 30-second timeout. But, one of the things that that I'm surprised at is, when they pulled Jared Jones off the floor and they tried to go back inside, which to me was that's not been their strength inside with Combs inside. They've been shooting the three-point shot. Well, they fall off of that and they try to establish Combs, which they didn't do well. And Madison Central made a heck of a run here now to be up down by 2. So are we looking for any substitutions now? Do we look at Jared Jones and he's still not on the floor?
Yeah, well,
when you got 6:46 to go in the game, you're only up 2. When you put him back in?
Well, like I said, as well as they've shot the ball with the size advantage they've got, to be up 2, I would be concerned. There they go.
Nice again, he stole it again.
Central gets the turnover on the defensive end, which is they're doing the things they need to do to hang around to be in the game. Coach Feldhouse's teams are going to do that. I mean, they're just they're sound. They're going to make the right plays.
Not a smart pass. They got away with it, but you don't go across court like that. I thought that was I didn't like that shot, but I thought he carried it. 4 straight trips down the floor. The last 4 we've seen Montgomery County try to establish the middle and 4 straight turnovers. Mid-range shot by Caswell is going to be missed. Offensive rebound gives them a second chance.
Again, they can't give them that many opportunities.
Cannot give them that board. And there's the
There was the drive into the lane and feed it off to the big man.
Well, there seems to be an effort right now in Montgomery County to reestablish that center spot. I mean, they've gone down there now with the last 5 trips down the floor. They're going right to him. So,
well, I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to convert on each possession, shorten the game a little bit maybe. If they're converting a 2-point ever on the possession, then they make Central, puts pressure on them to go with maybe more 3-point shots.
Well, we saw Cody.
Central.
Cody Parsley from Montgomery County heat up early. Now they haven't had a shot. He hasn't taken anything from the outside lately.
They got Montgomery County in a 2-3 now. They're playing a 2-3 zone, trying to maybe control, maybe slow the game down. I think we're seeing them go inside on the offensive end, and then we're seeing them shorten the game maybe. Then what they're doing on the defense, they're going to 2-3, making Central shoot the outside shot, making them use a little clock. Nice shot.
That's Parsley again. Like I said, he got hot from the outside, and he's kind of reestablished himself in that mid-range shot coming around there.
Here they are again in the 2-3 zone, and what they're doing is they're trying to make Central burn a little clock, make them slow the game down.
I'll tell you what, with Art Walker out there on that point, that's a big zone they got going on right there. That's a size that you have to go over right there.
Yeah. Another turnover on Central's offensive possession. They fire the 3 up again. There's the big man.
And they're going to be in the foul. Offensive rebounds will kill you every time.
Yeah. Again, the things we talked about before the game, their size, their second chance points, Central.
And Central doesn't look like they adjusted real well to that zone. I think they were playing better in the mat, and they were getting better shots, open shots in there. They really look like they haven't adjusted well to that zone. Like they've had 3 straight turnovers since I think Montgomery County's gone to the zone. So they're going to have an answer for that.
Well, their coach made a nice adjustment there. He's kind of changed up the tempo of the game. He's changed completely the whole tempo of the game because on their offensive end, they're going inside. On the defensive end, again, they're slowing the ball game down, making Central work clock. And as they work clock, they're up 6. It shortens the game for them. Another turnover on Central. Again, the things we talked about before the game that Central could not do, but they will continue to play hard. They'll They've got to force some turnovers. Montgomery County keeps converting. There's another shot. You got to hand it to Montgomery County. They're converting on their offensive end. They're sticking Central on the defensive end. They're making it extremely difficult for Central to score.
And there's no offensive rebound.
Yeah.
So, they've taken away the boards. That was one of the big things they've done. They've slowed the game down on Montgomery County. They really haven't given up anything on the offensive board side of this game. They've done really well.
Central's getting one shot, and that's all they're getting.
Yeah, and they're not, and either that or they're turning over in the half court, which is the bigger issue.
Yeah.
We had 4 or 5 straight turnovers for that shot and didn't get the offensive board. So, that's something that zone has really, really kind of messed with them. And they're trying to work the interior zone. I mean, the weak spot of that zone has always been the free throw line. And it seems like they're working that, but when they get it down there, they're not really adjusting well. That's when they're throwing it away. But yet we still see, hanging around a free throw opportunity
now
here.
Here's the thing that I've been waiting on to happen. So Central, they go inside, they get the foul. Now they're down 8 points with 3:36 to go. You got Seth Richardson at the line, a senior. They've got to hit their free throws if they want to get back in this ball game. He converts the first one. They have to hit their free throws down the stretch.
And Jared Jones comes back in the game, so he's going to go back to that 5 spot too. They're sitting Combs down.
Yeah.
So I look for Montgomery County to do a lot of the same they've been doing.
You want to have a little side wager here where they go with the ball in the next possession?
Yeah, I'm going to give you 5 1 half of the other. It ain't happening. We know where they're going with the ball. Ain't a chance in the world they're not going inside with that one. Let's see how it works out.
So they missed a free throw, but Central gets the possession. So they have to convert on. I think Central has to convert this possession. Because Montgomery County is going to come down on the other end and pound the ball inside.
You got it.
And it's going to be extremely difficult. If Central gets down much more.
Quick foul here. So is it a bonus?
Not yet.
Not
no,
yet.
Yeah,
yep,
7.
We're
That's
in the
7.
bonus.
Yep. So again, here's the free throws. He hit 1 out of 2 a minute ago. They got a break. They got the rebound.
So it's a 3-point opportunity here altogether, right?
Yeah.
You got. Although we missed the first one, so he could have had 4 points. Well, 3 points here. And he missed it. But that's a killer every time, isn't it?
Yeah.
A chance to make some points with the clock stopped, and then it's like Central's going to start picking up 3/4 court right now to try to get some trap offense going. Now, where are we going to go on this ball? What do you think? What are you thinking?
Yeah, I think they got him posted. Let's see if they can get him.
John Williams doing a good job right now.
I was just getting ready to say that. You took the words out of my mouth.
Yeah, he's doing a good job of fronting him. He knows where the ball goes. I mean, and he's doing a good job right now of denying him the ball because I think you can tell that Montgomery County's not even looking for shots. They're trying to work the ball inside. So, and they knew he was going to the ball. The ball was right to him.
Yeah. John Williams is very, very active
right now.
He's very active right now. He's playing really hard. 2:46 to go. Central down by 7. They got to make a defensive stop here and get down on the offensive end. They got to convert. So let's see what happens here. Montgomery County's doing a very, very good job of controlling the tempo.
He walked.
They called a foul. Looks like they called the foul.
They called it on walk.
So they got to push before the walk, I guess. But you got to give Montgomery County a lot of credit. They're using their size. They're using their. They're very disciplined. You can tell they've played. You can tell they've played together.
There it is.
There's Jared Jones again.
Oh, we went over the back on that. Offensive rebounds. Offensive rebounds. Yeah. It's going to kill you every time. And you got to tell you what, Montgomery County had great position on that.
Yeah.
Who is that 23? Cody Parsley, who I think has been hot for the last 3 or 4 shots, but great positioning on that. John Williams really had no shot. He had great athleticism, but couldn't get over him.
Yeah.
So, that's part of what we deal with. You got to get position.
But you got to give a lot of credit to Montgomery County. They've converted from hitting their 3-point shots, and here midway through the third quarter, he changed his game plan and went to pounding the ball inside to Jared Jones. They converted on their offensive end. They switched to the 2-3 zone.
I think that once he switched to the zone, it was Fitz.
Yeah,
and,
well.
They never really adjusted to that. They had 4 straight turnovers when they went to the zone side. We got a foul out there on Jared Jones.
Well, they called it offensive, I think.
Yeah, they called it on Jared Jones trying to get position inside.
Yeah. Moving pick. Yeah, he was moving. Was that 5 on him?
That's 5.
That's
He's
5.
out.
So we got 2 minutes.
2:27. That's a critical moment right here.
2:27, down 7. So let's see if Central can come down, convert on the offensive end. That's going to make it very interesting. You know, he's by far been the best athlete on the floor.
I agree. Best player all the way around.
I think for Central, I think you got to give Grant Brockman a lot of benefit for all the effort he's had tonight. He's had a really, really nice game tonight. So Central, again, they're in the 2-3 zone. Central struggling a little bit to get in offense. We're down to 2:17.
Well, I think one of the things we point out about that zone, they got a pretty good sized zone.
Yeah.
They got some kids out there that can, they got 6'5" on the front. That's a tough zone to play over right now.
Yeah,
they do well rotating from side to side. So, Central's working right now hard for anything they can get. You got to take the shot. Grant Brockman again, who didn't get the roll on that one. I thought he had off the front of the rim.
Yeah, they're long outside.
And if you're Montgomery County, that's exactly what you do. You come back. There's no reason to take that 3-point shot. That was over the back on number 34.
Over the back, yeah.
But if you're Montgomery County, you got 1 minute and 43 seconds. Why are you taking a 3-pointer right now?
Yeah,
I mean that to me isn't a smart play.
You got to be working the ball, and you got to make Central come out and get you, and make Central foul you, hit the free throws. If you take care of the ball,
what do you
Central,
do?
Yeah,
you
Central fouls
you take a dumb shot, you give up off, or you get a board, you go over the back, and now you put them on the chance to make a line or to make a couple free throws.
This could be a 5-point play.
This could be a 5-point play.
They could go from being up 64-54. It could be now 61-56. Whole different ball game.
It's just not a smart play.
He makes the front end.
It's not a smart play to take a 3-pointer with 1 minute 40.
He hits this. We got a 5-point game. Central gets a turnover and hits a shot. All of a sudden, we got a ball game here with a minute to go.
We said 2:27 when Jared Jones fouled out. So now we got a 5-point game right now, and Montgomery's going to take a timeout right here.
And I think I told you early on that Coach Feldhouse's teams would not quit.
Oh, they're not going to quit.
And he's going to stay after them till the buzzer goes off.
Yep. So we got a timeout here, minute 43 seconds. Got Madison Central down 5, and we will be back. Madison County Sports Television.
Thanks to our great sponsors, Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond, Jerry Goebel and State Farm Insurance, Richmond, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, expressroofing.net, Cumberland Valley National Bank in Richmond and Berea, Luxury Pet Services in Richmond, Time Warner Cable, Equipment Sales and Rentals, Madison County Schools, Tatum Enterprises, and Real Life Community Church, myrealchurch.org.
Hey everyone, my name's Alex, and I want you to watch MadisonCountySchoolSports.com.
We want to be sure and thank our fine sponsors, Berea Online, First Gear, WKYT.com, and the Colonel Sports Card Shop. A shout out to another great sponsor, Journey Auto and Boat Sales in Richmond. And welcome to another great sponsor, Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, Chris Hornsby in Highland Park.
High School, Montgomery County 61, Madison Central 56. We got 1 minute and 43 second critical foul there at 2:27 to go with Jared May, who was, I think, is player of the game on either side coming out of the game. And then we saw some really, really bad. I think Montgomery County called a timeout.
We got Central picking up in the full court. Let's see what they get here, if they can get a turnover.
If you're Montgomery County, there's no reason to press anything on a shot. Keep the ball outside and make them come out and guard you. And don't take a dumb shot, which I think that's probably what Montgomery County told him. He pulled him out and said, why are you taking that 3-point shot? Let's be content to.
So how long does Coach Feldhouse go before there's
now.
my answer? Yeah, there's my anser.
Right about now.
Okay.
And I'm sure I'll tell you what, I mean, the kid that I want to play, they're not giving the ball. Montgomery County's doing a really good job not putting the ball in Combs' hand, because when we saw him go to the line already, missed 2.
Yeah.
He's the kid you want to put on the line. This is their number 1 scorer right here. He's shooting 50% from the field. This is the kid you don't want at the line.
Well, But when they put it in his hands, what do you do?
That's the answer. So
yeah. So, but again, we got a looks like a 6-point game, 2-possession game.
No, he missed
Misses
one.
it.
All right, there's your
Here
opportunity
we go.
right now.
So
6
Central.
points. 4 minutes and 17 to go. Like to see a 3-point shot hit right here.
Now this need a
basket.
basket.
There you go. There it is.
We got a 3-point ball game.
Now ball game.
Timeout. Central calls a timeout.
Minute and 7 to go. 3-point game. Right now you just got to play defense. So 30-second timeout is exactly what we thought. You know, when you say the critical moment, 2:27, your number one player comes out of the game, how you handle it.
Well, it's a game changer. I mean,
we did, like I said,
yeah.
They come down the floor. There's no reason to throw up that shot, and then you put your team in a bad position. They make a foul coming off on trying to get an offensive rebound.
Yep.
You give up 2 on that side. Now you got to make up 3 points. You're back in the game. You hit a 3-pointer. Now it's a 3-point game, and you're playing under pressure.
Well, here's
anything can happen right now. We
thought this game's far from over.
We got a long way to go.
You know, this is the shot that they took out here in front of us, the 3-pointer, and then when the Jones kid fouled out, this is where it's critical with 1 minute and 7 to go.
Yeah,
so Central's picking up in the full court. You know, let's just sit back and let's see how Montgomery County takes care of the ball, and see what they can come up with. Central needs a turnover. Montgomery County needs to take care of the ball.
I thought he walked.
Oh, so
they're going to be content to throw it around the floor. Oh, I thought another. So close.
And I guess
they talked to Parsley at the half or at that thing because he was looking like he was going to shoot again, and he made better choice and moved it outside with 50.9 seconds to go in the game. So big free throws right here for Caswell, senior point guard right here.
Here's the deal though, if he hits 1 of 2.
He missed it.
And he misses it.
On the
Central
bonus,
just
Central
needs
down
to
3.
score here. They don't have to have a 3.
Right.
If they get a basket, they just need to get a basket. Now, whether they can pound it inside with the big boy, I don't know. But I'm sure Alan Feldhaus has told them what he expects them to do. Here he goes inside out.
I thought he was going to take the 3.
Here he goes inside.
Oh, and
they got the foul. So they just wanted to make sure they scored on this possession, and that was the key, that they get an opportunity to score, because there's 28.2 seconds to go. They can force another turnover. If they can hit these 2 free throws, it's a 1-point game.
We got a foul. We got a timeout here for Montgomery County. We're going to talk about it.
We're going to let him think about it a little bit and freeze him maybe.
Yeah, we're going to think about it right now. So
we're going to stay here, or we're going to take a break?
We're going to take a break. We're going to take a break. All right, well, Madison County Sports Television will be back in just a minute.
Thanks to our great sponsors, Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond, Jerry Goebel and State Farm Insurance, Richmond, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, expressroofing.net, Cumberland Valley National Bank in Richmond and Berea, Luxury Pet Services in Richmond, Time Warner Cable, Equipment Sales and Rentals, Madison County Schools, Tatum Enterprises, and Real Life Community Church, myrealchurch.org.
Hey everyone, my name's Alex, and I want you to watch MadisonCountySchoolSports.com.
We want to be sure and thank our fine sponsors, Berea Online, First Gear, WKYT.com, and the Colonel Sports Card Shop. A shout out to another great sponsor, Journey Auto and Boat Sales in Richmond. And welcome to another great sponsor, Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, Chris Hornsby in Highland Park.
Back to Madison Central High School, 59-62. Madison Central on the line, 4-2. A lot of what we're talking about coming to fruition here.
Here's the deal. Here, Terry, is the deal. They hit free throws, and they force a turnover. Central has a chance. If they hit the free throws and Montgomery County takes care of the ball and they hit free throws, they have a chance.
And that's what we've seen, though. But
that's what we said from the get-go.
And Montgomery County hasn't done too well from the free throw line so far in this game in a critical position. So, and we got one in. So we got a
2-point ball game.
2-point ball game. This will make it a 1-point game, and they're going to pick up full court. So,
So if they hit the free throws,
You got to
Do
foul.
they foul quick, or
Yeah,
do they
you have to
try to get to TO?
And I tell you,
And
he missed
misses
it.
Oh, they
Foul him.
him.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's the kid you want
he's
to
a foul.
foul.
So
Yeah.
so now you got 26 seconds to go. You got him shooting free throws. Got all kinds of scenarios we can talk about.
We could go on all day about this. We're going to see how this one plays out. You know what? He didn't do well from the free throw line the last time. So
here's the
it's gonna be
thing, though.
interesting.
Central has to rebound the ball if he doesn't hit 2 free throws.
Is this double bonus or is this just bonus? Nope, he missed it.
Central's got the
Got the
chance.
ball, and he got
gets
a foul.
Central
Oh,
gets
my.
fouled. 23 points.
That's the same time we see Coach do the same thing we did before. Come back, he's making the effort play, but that's twice he's put people on the bench.
But that's why the possession before, they don't have to shoot the three, a Hail Mary, to try to tie the ball game, because they've got several possessions that they're going to have an opportunity to try to get either a tie or get the lead. So it comes down to what we talked about at the very first of the game and at the half, is Central had to limit their turnovers. They had to force the turnovers, and now whoever hits free throws is going to win this ball game.
Well, right now you got a 2 free throws to try to tie this game up at this point, and that's that's just from what we saw. And we've seen kind of the self-destruction here from Montgomery County. Take an ill-advised, you lose your best player with 2:27. You take an ill-advised shot with 1:47.
The ill-advised shot is coming back.
That's the one
home.
that was the game changer. That was the dumb shot that he shouldn't have been taken, and he made it. All right, this is a big one right here.
The ill-advised shot,
right here.
The ill-advised shot either hurts is the backbreaker, or they're extremely lucky to get out of here with a win.
So here's my question. Let's say he hits this free throw. You let him take a last-second shot. He missed it.
Got to hit it first.
Foul him.
Yeah, you got to hit it first. You're jumping ahead of yourself there.
Yeah.
We got a lot of basketball left. We got 21 and a half seconds to go. It's a 1-point ball game.
And
there
Montgomery
is
on the line.
so many different avenues this thing can go.
Even if he hits them both going down.
Here's the thing. They got to hit free throws.
We got to hit free throws.
And Central, if he doesn't hit a free throw, Central's got to rebound the ball.
I mean, right now, Central, your last 3 trips to the line, you left 3 points on the line.
He misses.
And he misses it.
So
it's a 2-point ball game.
So here's the ball game. If you're Central, you're almost probably better if he makes the free throw, because you get a chance to inbound the ball. Because if not, you better get this rebound. You have to have the rebound. He misses them both.
You got him. All right, you got a 1-point game with 19.
To go.
Montgomery County's going to have to do something here. All right, we're going to take the last second shot. Here we go. 12.
Coach Feldhouse is going to go.
You're going to have to go. Oh,
here you go. No. We got 6 seconds.
Nope.
They throw it up. Oh my gosh! 1.7 seconds to go. 63-62 Central with 1.7 seconds.
Tyreek Miller with the game fall away. Nice fadeaway shot from the elbow. Oh my word! He turned around. I didn't think he had an open shot on that.
He's in the middle of traffic and throws it in.
How in the world do you come back? Are they going to put another X second on this clock? I'm going to be honest with you. I think that went through at about 2 seconds to go. I thought it was about 2.5 seconds when it went through. So 2.5 seconds is what I'm thinking I saw on the clock when it went through. So right now you going to pick up full court on this?
So I'm going to bring it back. What about the shot out here in front of us? Not to be wearing that.
Shot.
Not to. I mean.
And we said it at the time. That's not the. You don't take that shot. You're down. You're up. What was 8 at the time or something like that? You pull the ball out. You play patiently. You make them foul you. You don't take that shot.
They've got
2 seconds.
2 seconds. They got 2
Should be 2 seconds. So that's about what I said. It was about 2.5 seconds that I saw on the clock when the ball went
through. So they
through.
got somebody on the ball. Big
smart play there. Smart play there.
Got the long arms.
You're going to better match up with this big kid down here because he's just going to throw the ball the length of the floor.
Let's just sit back and see what.
Yeah, they're going to put Breyer down here on this end, so they can try to play this guy on the front side.
What Central does not need to do, they cannot foul.
They don't foul.
They got to get their arms up. They got to stay in the way. Here we go. There's a 3. And it's short.
Madison Central wins back and comes all the way back and wins the game. And I'll tell you what, it's the first lead of the game for Madison Central that I've seen.
The first.
Unbelievable.
That's the only one that counts.
And it goes back to the same thing. 2 minutes and 47 seconds, we see the number one player hit the bench on a foul, and then you take a dumb, ill-advised shot with 1 minute and 43 seconds to go, which I thought really changed the game. You said at the time it was a game-changing play. I totally agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, they had.
So now here's the question. Who's your Burford Chevrolet player of the game? Is it going to be Tariq Miller for the last second shot, or do you go to Grant Brockman, who I thought did all the intangible things he covered in the game?
I got to take Grant Brockman.
I'm going to go with Grant as well.
I'm going to go with Grant Brockman. He had the putbacks on the offensive end.
But we're going to go close second with Tyreek Miller on that last second shot.
Let's make them co-players
of the game. I'm good with that.
That's right. But I got to give Grant. I got to get Grant 1 and Tyreek 1A. How about that?
There you go. That sounds like a plan. So Jack Burford Chevrolet player of the game
Terry.
will be
what a great ball game.
What an awesome game to call, wasn't it?
What a great game.
Both of us are rookies on this, and when we got the most exciting game of the season, I think, to call, didn't we?
For something I know nothing about, this is a lot of fun.
We had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is.
So we got to come back again and try that again.
Maybe Coach Feldhouse will get with Madison County Sports Television and make sure we get a chance to do this again. Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll be signing off from Madison County Sports Television. Indians win by 1 on a last-second fadeaway by Tariq Miller. What a ball game. What a great ball game to watch. So we'll see you all next time.
Thanks to our great sponsors, Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond, Jerry Goebel and State Farm Insurance, Richmond, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, expressroofing.net, Cumberland Valley National Bank in Richmond and Berea, Luxury Pet Services in Richmond, Time Warner Cable, Equipment Sales and Rentals, Madison County Schools, Tatum Enterprises, and Real Life Community Church, myrealchurch.org. We want to be sure and thank our fine sponsors, Berea Online, First Gear, WKYT.com, and the Colonel Sports Card Shop. A shout out to another great sponsor, Journey Auto and Boat Sales in Richmond. And welcome to another great sponsor, Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, Chris Hornsby in Highland Park.
Hello everyone, I'm Madison County School Superintendent Elmer Thomas, and I want to thank you for watching Madison County School Sports Television.
Follow Madison County School Sports Television on Twitter, or like us on Facebook, MCS TV, and of course, watch all of our videos on YouTube.
Hey everyone, my name's Alex, and I want you to watch MadisonCountySchoolSports.com.
The following is in smokeless tobacco: cadmium, formaldehyde, lead, nicotine, nitrosamines, polonium-210, hydrazine, benzopyrene, and uranium-235. Don't be a dip. Don't dip.
According to the Centers for Disease Control, the definition of binge drinking is having 5 drinks over the course of 2 hours. When done excessively, this may eventually lead to memory loss, unwanted pregnancy and sexually transmitted diseases, cancer, excessive vomiting, alcohol poisoning, and possibly death.
Nathan, can you hear me?
If you don't want to swallow any of this, chances are the next tube you put in your mouth won't be a good time. For more information on binge drinking, please visit the Centers for Disease Control website at www.cdc.gov.